No problem. Let's get started. It's time for... Yes! Okay, everyone settle down. I've got a lot to tell you about. First of all, Mary J. Blige's ex-husband, Ken Do, wants more money. Now you have to understand, this is a couple that I enjoy. First I knew Mary, then she married Ken Do, and then next thing you know, the four of us go out for dinner and, you know, we have fun. Well, now you gotta choose sides. And this is where I am all about Mary. Ken Do and Mary were married for 12 years. He's got 3 grown children and 2 parents that Mary allegedly was taking care of during the time of their marriage. In the meantime, Mary never had children of her own. So this, to me, should be a clean divorce. Yeah, he was her manager, but what else did you share? After 12 years, a few companies, okay, you dissolve that. Mary, you're still young enough to move on and make a good life for yourself. I am not thinking about Ken Do, not because I don't like Ken Do, but I don't like what Ken Do is doing. You know, Mary is a little frail. She's not like, you know, there's certain women who you know could take the heat, and then there's certain women, like Britney Spears. Like fragile. Anyway, he's currently soaking her for $30,000 a month. Living in a 14,000 square foot apartment, allegedly. 1,400. Still, it's only one person in there. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guess what? He now wants to soak her for more. He wants to go from $30,000 a month to $65,000 a month. Now, you're asking me for what? It's not like they have triplets. And he's the sole provider. Oh, Mary, what a mess. You know, he says that, all right, apparently he has some sort of accountants that are clocking her money. So he says that she can afford to give him $275,000 $275,476 per month. I have no idea how we know specifics, but the Bureau never sleeps. I mean, I don't know what to say, you know. He's blaming Mary on ruining his reputation. He can't get a job, he's alleging, because Mary is singing about him in a couple of songs on her album. Now, I am, okay, the songs are Love Yourself and Set Me Free. Do you know these songs? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, you're the one. I didn't know the songs. I know one a fast song on the album, but I don't know Mary's new music. You know, I'm from the real love. All right, call me old school. I mean, I think that I was still swinging with her during No More Drama, you know, that album. But there came a time where it just became too depressing. And I had to kind of tap out. But mostly I love Mary from her first album back in the early, I think that was like 1994. I love the old school music. I am stuck in an era. Like this morning, coming in, and I told you I love very, very aggressive hip hop on my commute in the morning because it gets me ready for the fight to stay on TV. You know what I mean? So it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. And it occurred to me while listening to Snoop and Corrupt and the late, great Nate Dogg, who passed away of stroke complications a few years ago. It occurred to me, I think maybe Warren G even slid through, I'm not sure. Oh, and DJ Easy Dick. Hip Hop, 1993, a young Wendy on the radio, where everybody was living the trife life. And it occurred to me while listening to this song this morning while commuting in, it's raining here in New York, you know, but I gotta get myself in a good mood. I said, this is the most disgusting song ever invented. Guess who's back in the what? With a what? For your what? And I was embarrassed at 53. I know every word to the damn song. Because it ain't no fun if your homies can't have none. By the way, shout out to Snoop and Martha. I'm gonna be on their show. You know they have that show where they cook. I tape that show sometime during the summer, but apparently what they do is they stock a whole bunch of shows and then they release the new season. It's a TV thing. I have no idea when it's coming on. All I know is that I had the best time and Snoop was so kind and Martha was so cool and the air was so fruitful. Good morning, West Coast. So, anyway, so Martha is fighting with the Countess Luann de Lesseps. Ex-husband Tom. Right. Well, you know, Martha, she's very civilized, which was so weird, the dynamics, like when I was on the set of their show, to see them both, but it's such a good show, you guys. I had so much fun. Anyway, so Martha from New Jersey, Nutley. Martha visited her first New York City apartment for a magazine shoot. Now, mind you, the snobbery of it all, Martha, no disrespect, but nobody in this room had a first New York City apartment that looked like this joint. Either this is staged or you grew up wealthy. I don't know wealthy people from Nutley, New Jersey. That's a working class town in New Jersey. But she bought pie in a Pyrex and her own cutlery. And Tom lives there now, Countess's ex-wife, and reportedly she showed up unannounced. Like knock, knock, knock with a pie. Now, I don't know what you do when people knock on your door unannounced. Dog, do your job. Come on now. Do your job. So Martha goes into his house. He actually opens the door, but you know, he probably loves being on TV anyway, which is why he got with the Countess to begin with. You know, he was all too happy to be in front of those cameras when they were on. So he opens the door for Martha, and she ended up slamming him for his decor. Well, she had her deep dish pie in the Pyrex. And he has turned it, or somebody did, into a darkened space. You see the darkened floors. The walls are darkened. I don't know whether the ceilings are darkened, but I could only imagine. Anyway, Martha wrote, when she lived there, it was light and airy. And now it's closed and dark. And then she goes on to say, he's a bachelor now, isn't he? Well, I must say, you know, here in the Northeast, I don't know about, you know, the rest of everybody. You know, I stay here in New York, New Jersey, I don't move. I love dark walls, dark floors, dark ceilings, and then you decorate with the light stuff. I don't find it depressing. I find it to be a beautiful palette. Oh, you have a black wall, then you hang a... Anyway. In 2015, Martha called Luann lowbrow, very B-list. Well, at least she wasn't F-list. And the way they know each other is because the whole Hamptons crowd, you know, Martha goes to the Hamptons and, you know, the Countess holds court at the Hamptons, and Martha is still upset because Tom didn't return her Pyrex. And her people called, and his people said, yeah, he's got people. His people said, yeah, we threw it away. It was, you know, an $8 pot. Are you all two in love in the front row? What is going on? Yes, in my mom and dad's seats. Yes, no, hold his hand, like, do what you were doing. You're really, really a cute couple. Are you engaged?
Not yet.
Are you new in your relationship?
Well, we're here to ask you.
Oh, okay, so ask Wendy. Okay. Ask Wendy later with that couple. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. Okay. Oh. It's a lot of pressure. We broke up a couple yesterday. Remember? And so today, I don't know what's going to happen. I can tell you this much. Kim Cattrall, I'm on her side. She's slamming her former Sex and the City co-stars on the Piers Morgan show. Now you take a look. By the way, before you play it, while she's talking, look at the luxuriousness of the placement of the clip-ins. Go.
Last December, I got a phone call, and it was concerning that. And the answer was simply, thank you. But no. Now, to get any kind of negative press about something that I've been saying for almost a year of no, that I'm demanding or a diva. And this is really where I take to tasks the people from Sex and the City, and specifically Sarah Jessica Parker, is that I think she could have been nicer. I really think she could have been nicer.
Well, let me tell you. First of all, that must be great acting, because in my mind, all of them are friends, and I don't care what they say during interviews. That show is ingrained in my head, and I will never dislike it. And number two, you know, oh, by the way, that's 61. That was good, right? 61. I've said this before, this is not a long story. I admire her for turning down the money. You know, apparently they offered her a boatload of money, but this is a woman of a particular age. She also said during the same interview that this show was one of the reasons that she never became a mother, because she's filming constantly and doing things and traveling, and next thing you know, and I understand what she's saying. You know, sometimes, girls, sometimes you have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And if you want to be a mom, sometimes you have to risk it all and take a year off and have, you know, your bunchkin or bunchkins, and then hope that you'll be viable to come back to work. It's that part of being a woman. Sucks. It sucks. But I don't blame Sarah Jessica Parker. I know nothing about the behind the scenes stuff. This is the one show where I am not interested in their personal lives. I love them as each one of them. Like when Sarah Jessica came here, I wanted to call her Carrie. I literally had to have a sign on the side of the stage reminding me, it's not Sarah Jessica, it's Carrie. Yeah. I mean, right, right. And every woman has one of these characters in them, just a little tiny bit. And I always tell you, I am Charlotte and Miranda. I'm a cross between both of them. Anyway, Tyrese. What is going on? So he goes to court today. Remember, I was telling you about there's a battle over his 10-year-old daughter, Shayla. And Shayla's mom and Tyrese were married for 2 years. And Shayla is set to testify. She's only 10 years old, but when we talked about this, I agreed that the little girl should testify because the allegations are quite disgusting. And there's somebody in the court system who needs to sit down with this little girl, not a judge in a court robe, but a nice lady in a pink dress. You know, like a Mrs. Roper type, but really good at what she does, extracting the information. Do you know what I'm saying? From children, works for the children's court. Well, the allegations, as we've talked about, are abuse, including Tyrese putting a knee in the little girl's back, and it's just, you know. And I believe in a spanking, but the description of what was said, according to what was in the court papers, is more than a spanking. Tyrese is denying everything. Yesterday, Tyrese allegedly hired an airplane. We checked on the price. $350 for the airplane, $350 for the airplane, $100 for the fuel up or the securing the cost. Yeah. And whatever else. Anyway, look. So the plane, it's like one of those planes that flies over the beach with a banner over Shayla's skull. No. Well, the blast got the picture. And you might say, aw, but you're not 10. It says, no matter what, Daddy loves you, Shayla. He allegedly sent to the school also balloons, flowers, a teddy bear, a fruit basket, and a card. And I don't know whether it was one of those small cards or one of those ass clown cards, you know. Big mess. And what was Shayla's reaction at 10 years old? Mortified. I find this hard to believe that Tyrese actually did this. Only because he's got a restraining order to stay away, and I don't know how high the plane was up. I don't know if Tyrese was in the plane. It just, you know, to embarrass a 10-year-old like this, it was not cute. The little girl goes to court today, and I don't know what's going to happen between Tyrese and the baby's mom. As a matter of fact, I don't know who hired the plane. Was it you, girl? Well, you think about it, right? This could be a violation of his court stay away if he's doing all this stuff and sending things. And if you are a smart baby's mom with ignorant ways, all I'm saying is we'll be following the story. Thank you. So we love a good fall around here at Wendy. When people fall down, it's so funny, which is why I teeter. I can't do it again. But this might be the funniest one yet. I don't know this girl. She's British. She's a reality star. Her name is Gemma Collins. And she was giving out awards at the BBC Radio Teen Awards this weekend in front of 12,000 people on live TV. Hunty. Look what happens when she turned around and fell through the trap door. Okay. Oh my God. And thank God she wasn't hurt. No one was hurt, but it took 3 people to pull her up. Gemma, we're adding you to our Fall of Shame. Yes. And we've got more great show for you, everybody. Our hungry girl, Lisa Lillian, is here in the Wendy kitchen, but up next, actor and comedian, I've never met Michael Rappaport. He's here. So grab a snack and come on back. Our first guest has been in over 60 movies, including Higher Learning and Poetic Justice. And he's now the author of a new book called This Book Has Balls. Please welcome for the first time to our show, Michael Rappaport.
How are you?
Wow.
How you doing? Wendy, glad to be here. Nice to meet you. I got to tell you, your producers and your lawyers are giving me a really hard time. They were threatening not to let me out because they said that I would curse. Why would they accuse me of not being able to control myself?
Thank God for that 10-second delay button.
Glad to be here.
Thank you, Michael. It's nice to, I don't think I've ever met you.
I've never met you. I've been a fan of yours since you were on the radio. And I got to tell you, watching you do your show, the thing that most impressed me backstage is you're so comedy. A lot of times TV hosts they're manic. And you do your thing, you let it chill, you take the breaths. I respect that. It shows how relaxed you are.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable in front of the people, as are you. I would like to give you some Michael Rappaport shoe cam.
Okay.
Now you put your feet on those feet.
It's unimpressive. I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
Okay.
Okay, but Wendy.
Turned over Nikes.
Yes. No, but I'm out of the fresh to death, overpriced sneaker business.
Gotcha.
Okay. People are
So
walking around.
stupid.
My kids get these sneakers. They wait on lines to get these sneakers, and that they never wear.
Yes.
They treat them like museum pieces. Okay. It ain't a museum, it's my wallet, number one. And number 2, sneakers are made for walking.
Exactly.
This ain't the, it ain't the MoMA, Nike ain't Van Gogh, New Balance ain't, Picasso. So I'm past that phase. I used to be into my sneakers and my sneakerhead and all that stuff, but now I want comfort first. And I had a crazy morning anyway. I woke up at 7.
What happened?
I woke up
It's raining.
I know.
That's bad enough.
It was terrible. I woke up at 7 a.m. and I was supposed to be at the Howard Stern show at 7 a.m. And I knew, and I was coming here, I had a whole outfit laid out, so I feel like I'm underdressed. My wife is gonna be like, you wore that on Wendy Williams' show. But I woke up and I was like, it was like Ferris Bueller. It was dark out, but I made it here. So I would have wore some doper sneakers for you because I know you got the shoe cam, but I'm here, I'm happy, and
It's okay, it's okay. So, Michael, just to give you a bit of backstory, grew up here in New York City on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, which, by the way, is a very fancy zip code. His father flipped the switch to make our local radio station 92 KTU. And
disco.
Disco.
First station in New York to play disco.
To play disco.
Yep.
And so you grew up privileged and with a lot of opportunities.
Middle class, working class, working middle class.
But a lot of your friends were from, Brownsville.
Brownsville, yup.
And East New York, Brooklyn.
Yep. Well, your husband's from Brownsville. We were talking in the back. It was from basketball. I grew up playing basketball, and there wasn't, at a certain age, like 12, there wasn't much competition left for me on the East Side. And I started it, because my goal was to be a professional basketball player. So I wound up meeting kids that were from Harlem, and my best friend to this day from Brownsville. And, you know, as a kid, it opened my eyes. And, you know, when you're that young, you don't think twice about where you're going or why you're going there. We were just hanging out. We love music. We love basketball. And it informed who I am.
This is what I love about New York. There's just so much going on here.
Yeah.
Everybody,
So much going on.
Yeah.
And all kinds of different people, and you know, a true melting pot of different kinds of people, in truly the greatest city in the world.
I call it the capital of the world.
It's the capital of the world.
Sorry.
And unfortunately, out of all the great New Yorkers, we got the worst one as our president. We're not going to talk politics.
Nope.
We're not going to talk politics.
Nope.
We're not going to talk politics.
So now you're married for a second time.
Yes.
I love just a simple gold band.
Yeah, simple.
Now, how long have you been married to this lovely?
We've been married now almost a year, but we've dated for like 7 years. So she was actually my first real girlfriend when I was like 21, 22, 23.
But then you took a wife.
I made a mistake. I married a white girl.
Okay. What happened was...
I'm just playing. And then, you know, our relationship didn't work. We have 2 beautiful kids. She's a great mom. But then we reconnected, and then I got remarried, and, you know, happily ever after. And, you know, it was, you know, the second time around was the best time around.
Yeah, well, so, Michael is a huge fan of Housewives. You knew that? Huge, tremendous. Who's your favorite? If you had them all in one boat, who would be your favorite? Because I know mine, and I've already said it publicly.
Okay, well, I will say this. And it's hard to pick one, but I will say the Michael Jordan of Real Housewives is unquestionably Bethany Frankel. And I will say why.
Okay.
The reason why is, first of all, her story. She came from nothing. She created a business. She's a big-time baller. But the Jordan reference came like Jordan. He was at the top, just like Bethany was at the top. She left the show. Then she came back, and she was stronger, bigger, and better than ever.
Okay.
Second place, I have to say Nene Leakes.
Okay.
And my book is all about trash talking. And to me, in my opinion, I don't care if it's sports, comedians, you're a good trash talker,
yeah.
Radio personalities. Worldwide trash talkers, Bethany and Nene Leakes are 2 of the best in any genre.
Do you like Vicki Gunvalson? That's my favorite. She's in the OC. Like, out of all, that's not my favorite franchise. That's my least favorite franchise. But I love Vicki.
She's good. She's the OG from the OC, I know. But she's not my favorite. She's not my favorite. My favorite, hands down, is Bethany with Nene. Definitely in second. She's good. She's back. I can't wait for November 4th. I can't wait till they come back.
Do you like Margaret with the pigtails?
Now, I'm gonna be careful what I say, because I know it's a very female audience. Margaret with the pigtails.
Okay.
Now, listen.
In Jersey. That's Jersey.
Yes.
Okay.
She's a new member. She's got interesting fashion choices, and this comes from me. I'm never gonna be most fashionable anybody. But the color palette, and I'm colorblind. Like, as far as I'm concerned, you're wearing yellow today, right?
Yes.
But with Margaret, it's like, you know, it's like it hurts, like the TV, like, flashes. It's like Poltergeist, because the colors.
So you're not sure. The verdict is still out.
And then the pigtails, are you a 4th grader or are you a grown-ass woman? Like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pigtails every now and then, like Sunday, lazy afternoon.
Right.
You might have judged, but you rock pigtails like they're dope?
Right.
They're not dope.
So, Michael was on the set of Poetic Justice,
yes,
for which he had a part.
Small.
When, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
But you witnessed something very big.
Yes.
Tupac met Snoop.
Yup. That was cool. It was at the Poetic Justice after party, and you know, I had talked to John Singleton, who was the director of the film, director of Boys in the Hood, and a bunch of other things. And you know, I was like, I want to be in this movie. You know, I want to work with Tupac, and because he was so special at the time. And this is before he was like iconic, and obviously, you know, before all the trouble. And I got invited to the after party, and Regina King, my friend, was there, and Snoop had just come out. His first song, Deep Cover, had just come out, and I went up to him and I was like, yo,
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have...
None.
We were just talking about him.
I heard you.
Damn it,
You said
man.
easy. You slipped through the... You slipped a bad word in there, but the censors didn't even catch on because you did it so
Leave
smooth.
me alone. Leave me alone,
I got you.
Michael Rappaport.
But you slipped it in there. People, if they've watched the replay, you slipped in it. It was real nice and real proper.
What I love about you is you
I caught it, Wendy.
No, you didn't catch nothing, Michael Rappaport.
Yo, Wendy Williams slipped in a curse on national TV and no one knew the better.
Did not.
Shout out to the great Eazy-E. Shout out to the great Eazy-E, because you just... But that's because your gift for gab is good. Fantastic talker of trash, Wendy.
This is what I love about you.
Fantastic talker of
You
trash.
are so deeply New York and so multicultural. And I need to introduce everybody to what a stick man is, because I think it's brilliant.
Thank you.
Okay. Listen close. Pull up. Go.
All right, well, a stick man is a guy who respectfully has been with a lot of women. Now, there's a difference between being a stick man and an irresponsible scumbag.
Oh, my God.
Okay? Like, Warren Beatty is the consummate stick man. In his
Leonardo
prime.
DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio is the king of the world and the king of the stick man.
Yeah.
See, you can do it. You can be with a lot of women if you do it truthfully, classy. Derek Jeter. Now, he's retired from the stick man community. He was a fantastic
He was a good
man.
stick man.
He wasn't good. He was great. JFK, and the stick didn't fall far from the tree, because JFK Jr., fantastic stick man. So anybody can use their fame and power to take advantage of women, but if you do it in a classy, upfront way, and that's your lifestyle, like George Clooney had a run that was unprecedented. Fantastic run is a great stick man.
Michael Rappaport is ridiculous, and he's our kinds of people. This book contains everything. It's called This Book Has Balls. It's in stores now, and we're in the Wendy kitchen next. You two over there, I still got you for Ask Wendy. They have a problem. Keep it here.